here with me, Akanksha Batura, and we're here with India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views, for the launch announcement of IFA 2012 here at Fairmont Hotel, Singapore. And we're going to be talking to Anil Kapoor in just a little while. So stay tuned right here with me, and we're going to be hearing a little bit of gossip, a little bit of intimate details about him, and see where that leads us, alright? So stay right here with India Say's channel, News and Views. Hello everyone, and welcome to India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views, and you're with me, Akanksha Batura, and the one and only, extremely talented and very international Anil Kapoor. How do you feel being here in Singapore?
Great, thank you. Lovely. It's always a pleasure to be in Singapore, and it's a great country, wonderful country. You know, I love coming here.
Well, that's great, and you know, we are now here for launch of, you know, Singapore as the country to host IFA 2012. That's great. So what do you feel about that?
I think it's we came here in 2004, and now we are back again, 2012. And you know, the best thing about coming to Singapore is that you're so relaxed. You can focus on the creativity, and everything is taken care, because the people over here are so nice. The tourist department, the government,
yes,
country, the logistics, the hospitality is so wonderful that you can just come here and relax and do your best and create a wonderful show. And that's what we're going to do. Create this 2012 IFA, hopefully, is going to be one of the best IFAs ever. Yeah.
Yes, Anilji, I'm sure everyone's going to think that way as well. So, Anilji, now let's move on to your international success that you've had. You've had a lot of shows coming to you and a lot of scripts coming to you. Now, we want to know, do you think that a lot of these scripts may have stereotypical roles, that you know how the West portrays the East?
So I've been very fortunate. I've been very, very fortunate. If you see 24, the show which I did with for 20th Century Fox, with Kiefer Sutherland, the role which I did was not of a very stereotype of villain, but I played a very positive character of the president, a liberal president who wants the world to be one. He wants the Middle Eastern countries and the United States of America and the Americans, or the Islamic world as well as the Christians, to come together and become one. So he has, which is a tough task, but he's trying his best, trying his best to make that happen. So it's a very, very role which is very, very liberal, very today, very futuristic. You know, the kind of thinking and the kind of values he believes in. And of course, he is human also. He has his grey shades also, once that his chips are down. So it was a great role, and I just loved doing that. And then of course, Slumdog Millionaire I did was again something which was had all the, it was completely, there was nothing stereo about it. It was something new, something fresh, and something which people could identify all over the world. They liked it, they loved it. I got huge critical acclaim. And then of course Mission Impossible. I didn't play some poor Indian over there, or a villager or a farmer. I played a billionaire, and today Indians are billionaires all over the world, and that's what it is. And I added a funny touch to it, rather than making him into a stereotypical character. I made him humorous, I made him funny,
yeah,
I made him cute, I made him lovable. And but he is so obsessed and so innocent, he doesn't even know that someone is trying to make a fool out of him. He is so full of himself, and so many people are there, not only Indians, a lot of Americans and British and Chinese people are. There are all kinds of people, and that's what made all three roles different from each other, and they're not stereo at all.
If you had to cast a plot or a whole film section or something for Hollywood, and you had to pick two stars to bring with you, your contemporaries, who do you think would be prepared for the Hollywood scene?
Are we here from India?
Yes.
I think Ajay Devgan, with whom I'm doing Tez now, which is going to release. He is dark. He has great eyes. He's got a good voice. He's not the typical, conventional kind of, and that's what I think Hollywood likes, and international. And you can, he has that different face, and he's not, typically good looking, and
yeah,
because you have all good looking, a lot of good looking people in America and England and all. Yeah. When I was shooting for 24, I just looked around and I said, every bodyguard of mine is better looking than I am.
That's so not true.
Yeah, seriously. So it's not the looks. So he has that kind of face, and of course there is, if there is a good looking guy, Hrithik Roshan, and he's great looking, and he has a great physique. Even he, because and the kind of hard work, the way he's a great dancer, fighter, even he has the potential of becoming an international star, yes.
Thank you very much. So, one last question. So, you know, you and Anil Kapoor have been known to be very frank, very honest with most of your comments. Now, do you think in the industry which is so competitive, honesty is really the best policy?
It's not that. I feel the youth is today wants people like youth likes such people who are honest and straightforward and not hypocritical, and they have to, you know, even if they suffered, but they would want to set an example that you must speak your heart out and be honest and straightforward, and that's the only way that you can move ahead. Anybody and anyone who anywhere in the world has been an achiever has been honest. Anyone who's played safe and you know, spoken and been diplomatic and not been on the fence and not taken a stand, he remains a mediocre all his life.
All right. And you know, Anilji, you were a struggler when you came up, you know, and you did really well in the film industry. Now, we see a little trend of, you know, the starlets of the second generation and third generation, quite a few of them having more misses than hits. Do you think it's because they didn't struggle as much as you did?
Nothing like that, nothing like that. It's all, some people make it without, you know, every destiny is different, you know, every career graph is different. So you have to, in a way, I feel, you know, you can't predict or you can't make a sweeping statement that, you know, that you have to struggle to make it. You never know, you know. Lottery kisko bhi lag sakti hai. Thank you.
Luck is very important.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Anything
much.
you would like to say to us?
No, thank you. Thank you.
That was Anil Kapoor with me, Akanksha Batura for India Say Magazine's channel, News and Views. Keep tuned to this channel for all the best celebrities, especially over this IFA weekend. See you guys. Mwah.
The IFA is truly long.